Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of the Push to Talk podcast. I'm joined here today by Crash Games, co-host of the show. How are you doing today, man?
Well, good, man. What's up? I got a little bit of a cold, so if everybody will hang with me, I do have some medicine. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
natural. It's organic.
Yeah.
So we'll keep the throat coated and we'll get through it. I can't believe it's 5 already, man.
Man, I can't believe, it feels like we just recorded the last one. Like, this last week and a half, I don't even know what happened. It's just...
Probably not. Why is that? What happened?
In the trenches, just...
Yeah. Crunch time as a dev,
Man, let me tell you, 20-hour days. I'm glad to actually get some sleep last night. That was nice. Back at it a little.
That's got to feel pretty good. A little bit of some deep breaths and able to shifting back into like being a YouTuber again.
Baby,
and seeing what's going on.
I got 2 videos on the go. I streamed today. We got this. It's been a busy day. No rest, I guess, but it is what it is.
Also, I guess I will follow up. Last episode, I was a little out of my mind thinking about this deer, right?
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yes. Yeah.
So I did. I had to use a rifle season and kind of do like a little bit of a sniper op, but I got in there. There wasn't any quick scoping. I did slide cancel once after I got him, so I was pretty excited. But
advanced crash movement.
Yeah.
That's sweet. You got it the day we launched, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Big day. Big day for both of us.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great day. It's like awesome. It's a deer that I've been trying to get for like 2.5 years.
That's crazy.
I got him. It's pretty cool. He's big, and I've been processing that for like the last 2 days. I've been making all kinds of products out of them, but feed the family.
Making some jerky. That's good, man. That's good to hear. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's good stuff, dude. So it's been good. Then been hitting up some games in the evening. I'm still kind of on my shit with the Strike Point and with the Arena Breakout Infinite. I got to a 90% win loss. I'm 1 away from a 90% win loss rate in Strike Point. We're at 89%.
Wow.
So the arbitrary goal I set for myself.
Actually, yeah, I forgot this week too. I got invited to be a sub on a team for the Elite Series Red Sec tournament.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There's some gunners in there, bud.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I can hold my own with the team that we're on. I'm on Nick 930's team as a sub, and he has his like original 4 guys or whatever. And if something goes wrong, they're going to call me up. But we've been doing like little practice scrims and stuff, just getting some practice.
Oh, nice.
I can kind of hold my own. Like, I feel like I'm almost at like Unk Boomer status, but
yeah,
I'm just killing it pretty good.
You're like Overwatch, and everybody gets into a fight and you kind of Overwatch and see where you need to go and support. I know the kind.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I've drifted away from Red Sec a little bit more than I thought I would, but because I've just been loving the action of Strike Point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. Yeah, it's the replacement for Rainbow Six
and Call of Duty Search and Destroy.
Search and Destroy. Yeah, I'm so glad they added it. If they didn't have Strike Point in the game, like I would have way fewer hours. They do, because we know Vince Zampella is a fan of this show. We know he's watching.
Of course, naturally.
Can you please take a gander at the progression of Strike Point? Because I will play that for 4 hours, be like at the top of the leaderboard, and I won't even go up a level. The XP is so bad. Like, I'm not going to get the battle passes done and stuff because I'm playing Strike Point.
I find they do that in Call of Duty too, though. It feels like you get less experience playing games like Search and Destroy all the time. I don't know why. Yeah.
I don't either. Fix it.
You're right. Guys, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and you can leave us a review, hit us a 5-star. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you check out the links down below for myself and Crash. And click the like button, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts. And yeah, man, it's good to be back. Like I said, complete blur this last week and a half. Feels like we were just here, but glad to be back in it.
Yeah, man. These are always fun.
Hell yeah. Guys, it is time for the Meta Breakdown.
All right, guys, in the Meta Breakdown today, we do kind of have a couple staples that have been part of the show for a while, and it still does feel good to have a Battlefield that's worth talking about. So that's just what we're going to start off with. Now, we have a little bit of a timing issue. Again, the time of recording this update isn't out yet. By the time you guys are checking it out, it more than likely will be out. So we'll kind of have to talk about what's coming, and then maybe next time we'll be able to give some thoughts on it and stuff. But this is going to be the 3rd phase of content coming into the season 1, which is awesome because it feels like we just got the California stuff. So just a nice pace of content with this game. Although the new map, which is going to be Winter Offensive, it's going to be Ice Lock Empire State, like a winter version of the Empire State. it's going to be limited time, so it is going to be leaving. It sounds like so that's a little bit of a bummer. I just I always want more maps, more content, more
Mhm.
playable stuff in FPS games. So I'm a little bit bummed it's leaving, but it sounds interesting. So what it is also it's going to come with a themed event mode across Domination, Conquest, and Gauntlet, where you have a freeze mechanic. And what it sounds like is when you're outside in the snow and stuff, you'll start to like freeze and take damage, and you have to stay warm. So you either have to go inside, or I'm pretty sure I read that you can throw an incendiary grenade and warm up by the fire
Oh shit.
of the incendiary grenade. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But we do see the one screenshot, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's not as good as the last couple phases in my opinion because it's not a new map.
Right.
But it is new content, and I do like the vibe, like setting in the Christmas time, the holiday season, get a little
Mhm.
snow action going on. Then the ice climbing axe is coming through, through another battle pass path, which I probably won't get to because I play Strike Point, but I'll look at it and it'll be neat. But
Yeah.
yeah, what are your thoughts on this kind of being like it's cool but limited time? I'm bummed it's gonna leave.
Yeah, I just don't give a shit to be to be
All
completely
right,
honest
well,
with you.
next topic we're gonna go ahead and talk about.
No, but like I like you know, like limited time events. We've been talking a lot over the last few episodes about like how ABI does their events for like Halloween and shit like that. And I actually think they're doing some stuff too. But like it's winter. It's cool. Like it's going away, so it's not even to me. It's not new content. It's just an event really that's happening. And you know, at the end of the day, not a big deal. But there's a new battle pass, so it's an 11 tier time limited reward track. So I guess that's cool for people who want to grind that. I'll probably end up like picking it up. Or like, is it a free? It's not a free thing, is it?
I'm not
I
100%
can't
sure.
see
It
it being
just
EA, but
I don't know. I don't know. Are the Saudis in control yet? Or I, can I say that? Are we,
I think we can. The last
all
time
right.
I mentioned the
I mean,
Saudis in a Battlefield video, things went completely left for me. So
it's all right. Well, they own it now. It's public knowledge.
yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, it's cool that it's being supported in Portal. I'm more interested in like the hit reg situations that are being fixed.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in that for this update, which I guess is in my opinion the meat and potatoes. Refined weapon handling, enhanced close range soldier visibility. Like there's a bunch of changes that I'm more going to be looking at instead of just playing in the winter. Plus it's snowing up here, so I can just go outside and hit the real freeze mechanics. So it's not
Wait,
even
you
a
go
big deal.
outside? Why would you ever do that?
Yeah, well, fuck, man.
Um,
After the last couple of weeks, I needed to. Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Couldn't even touch
yeah.
grass though. Had to touch snow.
That's all you can do in the Great White North.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay, so I get that. If you're not into this, I guess like the exciting part would be these updates because there are a bunch of them. However, a little I don't know, a little negativity from Crash. I feel like every update they've said that they've improved hit reg
Yep.
and they're working on weapon handling for consistent accuracy and reliability on several core gadgets. Because like right now, dude, there's a defib bug that sometimes the defib won't work. Like you can stand on the person and just smoke them with it, and they won't get up, and they have to move to a different place of the map, and then you can get them. And in Strike Point, one life mode, when like you're all in there
Brutal.
fighting on the objective, dude, it makes me want to jump out of my own office window, dude. Like it's so bad, and that's been a bug for a while now. So
I mean, I feel
I
like that was
still
in the beta, was it not?
sometimes, yeah, and I feel like it was away, and then it kind of came back. So I
Yeah.
still stand by what I said a couple of episodes ago, where I just was kind of a little bit frustrated with how slow they are to fix bugs. But I guess it probably comes down to like how massive that studio is. Like if
Yep.
they're gonna get a bug fix in a build, it has like other departments are working on their parts of the build and has to
Yep.
pass queue. Like it's probably why it's so slow, but it's still kind of annoying. But they said that they've improved hit reg, which I really do hope. And again, I also feel like as someone who plays Strike Point, I get a really fine feeling for that because like if the gunfights mean so much, like I feel like if you're playing Conquest or Breakthrough and like stuff's going crazy, you die behind a wall, you hit respawn and move on.
Yeah.
But like if it costs you a round, like you really remember that and feel that stuff. So I'm really hopeful. But being honest, it's probably not going to fix anything because they've said it every time. But
Yep.
I really hope that they can get the hit reg fixed a little bit I'm very curious also what the server tick rate is on the multiplayer stuff. I know they said like the red sec ones were a little weird. Like they started out at like 20, and then when it got to closer to the final circle, the tick rate upped.
Yeah. So I think
So I
45 is where it ups to. Yeah.
gotcha. I wonder what these like run all the time. I'm
Probably
not
20.
sure, but
Honestly, probably 20. Yeah.
it feels like it. Yeah, it feels like it. But yeah, so they're addressing issues. There's more bugs with the stupid ass Bloom. Attachment alignment messed up that they're working on. And then yeah, reliability across gadgets. The smoke cover one, I hope that's fixed because also in Strike Point, I do use it's kind of funny though. The bug that I've seen with the smoke nades, you'll throw it and it'll make like the tink 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 tink, and it'll just sit there.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell? And then when you die, it'll go off.
Oh my
It's like
God.
after you're dead, the smoke grenade will go off. So it's pretty
Brutal.
funny.
I'm
Um,
hoping that I see some, and I'm not seeing it here. Oh wait, hold on, right here. Partially fix an issue where vehicle audio could stop functioning during live gameplay due to suspected memory-related issues. So they partially fixed it. That's the big thing. Like we've been practicing for this tournament, and it's
Oh,
still
dude.
brutal.
in a competitive setting,
It's
dude.
still brutal. And like we're trying to, stress like how many kills can we get in a game? And it's just like when we run into these kind of issues, it's like we're bad players and it's devastating. I just can't even imagine people that are actually going to be at the top level of this tournament.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Fry.
Sure.
So, do you think with partially fixing the vehicle audio that this
Yeah.
will make him a shoe in for the best audio and multiplayer at the Game Awards? Since they partially fixed it, they're nominated.
They are nominated.
Maybe this will get him across the line.
maybe if they make enough buzz about it and it's partially working and you can hear tanks like maybe half the time now instead of never, they might have it. They might pull that
That's
one
pretty
off.
good.
Yep. Jeff
Yeah.
Keighley will give it to him. Yep, for sure.
Shout out Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I've seen some other stuff too. I know one of the sticking points that a lot of people have been having, like old Battlefield fans, like the server browser and stuff like that, has also been platoons.
Mm.
So I did see an interesting tweet from Serland that said they are looking at bringing back more social features and possibly
Oh.
platoons. So
Interesting.
I just thought of that and I saw it and I thought that might get people excited because there is a fair amount of people that miss having platoons and
Yeah.
having a bunch of folks together, working on stuff together. So that would be really cool. I would love also, I don't know how they would do it. Like if you could increase the party size to have multiple squads in a pile or stick together,
Would be cool.
it'd be really nice to be able to play some of those big modes with more than
Yeah.
3 friends. Like shit, man. Like people will come into chat when I'm streaming
Right.
and like, can I join you? And it's like, yeah, like here's my name, join me. But like after every match, you have to
Yeah.
try to rejoin and get in.
So
It
annoying.
just like
Yep.
sucks, man.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool if they did some sort of, they wouldn't even have to do like, they could do like clans, right? Where if you have a group, you can instead it's like a secondary friends list essentially, and you can just join people from that. But and maybe if like it knows that you're in a game with a clan member, it'll try to like keep you in the same lobbies and stuff. I don't know. They got to do something though, because yeah, like I have a lot of people that want to play, but you're kind of just locked into your own little squad.
The
So
pain.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that my mind went to when they said platoons. It would be really cool if it did have a feature where, like, if you were in the same platoon and
Yep.
matchmaking the same, it would just throw you in together.
Yep.
Would be
That would be
really
cool.
cool.
Yep.
One of the things I did want to talk about too on this update that has been something I've wanted to see, because you guys know I'm not a huge fan of Bloom, just because I don't want laser beams. I want them to be challenging, but I've always wanted the recoil to be worse, the bloom to be less.
Yeah.
So I see where my bullets are going quickly, so I can try to adjust. They did do. It sounds like they put the slider in that direction a little bit. One of the bullet points says they reduced recoil magnitude but increased recoil variation on the 250 NVO PKM, the SIG 553, and the SOAR 300 SC. So it sounds like that's what they did. They brought the bloom in but added a little bit more recoil.
Right.
So I don't know. That's what I just would like to see. I want visual feedback on my screen where my bullets are going, other than
Yeah.
seeing a tracer like every 5th bullet going crazy. So
Yeah. Like I don't think we're ever going to get away from Bloom in a Battlefield title like this, but I mean, I don't know. I think there's always going to be something that I think people complain about in terms of weapon feel. I don't think we'll ever get a perfect you know,
There's
across the board.
man,
But
yeah. I'm not gonna call anybody out, but there's also a lot of people that just like to bitch, man.
Oh yeah,
And I have to be careful because like I don't want to get to that point. I'm
just
just
say
talking
it.
about stuff I want to see change. But
Just
man,
say
like
it.
there's people complaining about some just benign shit that doesn't matter
Yep.
about Battlefield. And it's like you're complaining about stuff like this. Just be like also be a little bit happy that we have a Battlefield worth playing, man.
Yeah.
It's getting updated and it's like that we are able to talk about and have opinions, man. Like just people talking about the whole game like they won't even play it because of this or that, or it's not even close to feeling like a Battlefield because this or that. There's no combined arms. The other vehicles are broken. It's not good. Like they're not even going to touch it. It's like you might just be done with Battlefield, man. Like
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I never want to slough off like in my opinion, valid criticism, but I do feel like nowadays, like I would say just like gamers in general, it's like they'll never give them props for the good stuff. It's always, okay, what do I don't like about it? I'm not going to touch it. It doesn't have that. It's just weird. It's weird
Yeah.
shit, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I mean, it's going to be on them because they're going to miss out on awesome gaming
Sure.
experiences because of that.
Yep.
But and then again, I start to go in the rabbit hole of like the dead internet theory and like, am I
Right.
just seeing bad takes because of the algorithm and like
Right.
are they pushing it and stuff? And maybe most people are pretty happy. So I got
Yep.
to be careful of that too.
Maybe your phone
No.
heard you like complain about the smoke in a game while you were streaming, and so it's just
Mhm.
feeding you the shit. Who knows? Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got into the rabbit hole of dead internet theory like a couple weeks ago, and like there's a lot of bots on social media.
Dude,
that-
okay. Okay, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But dude, I was like, my mind hole got opened to that over the last week with this game launch. We're gonna talk about
Your
it.
mind has a hole in it.
Oh, dude, it does now from the rot that I had to fucking endure from the bots, man. It's so crazy. We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Hell yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's crazy out there. Like
Yeah.
the way algorithms work and the way people are manipulating them these days. And you just kind of, if you're on the internet, man, a lot, you sometimes take a step back, go touch grass or snow, depending on
Mhm.
the latitude of your residence.
Yep.
If you can go outside sometimes. People are pretty cool outside. Like, a lot of times you talk to them.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Talking to people, maybe not, but you can go watch them from afar.
Is that what you all right. Whatever you're into. Whatever you're into, bud. Then there's some changes. There are much needed changes to Breakthrough, but I've almost not
Yeah.
played them enough to remember, and Rush as well. So hopefully those are for the better. I didn't really get into the weeds how they're going to change like the objectives and stuff on Rush and Breakthrough, but
Yeah.
those are going to be updated. And then, dude, I don't even know how many like just little bug fixers there are.
There's a lot. Just scrolling through this list, there's so many. I was looking, even I never experienced this myself, but when you scroll down to the red sec area, there's where is it here? Vehicles fixed an issue where vehicle containers could occasionally be empty after being opened. Could you
Oh,
imagine earning a
what a
vehicle
letdown.
key and then it's just empty inside? I'd be so
Dude,
pissed.
Some intern programmed that in on
Yeah,
purpose.
you're right.
They wrote the code on purpose.
Yeah. No. So
I
yeah,
really
a lot of
also-
good fixes.
But the audio one's pretty funny. There's like it says audio. The top one is added new vehicle specific hostile type identifiers for more accurate callouts. If you scroll to the very last bullet point of audio, it's partially fix an issue where vehicle audio could stop functioning during
Yeah.
live gameplay. It's like I think maybe that one should be more up at the top.
You'd think so. And it's funny, like they say suspected memory related issues. I can like just working on our game, like we ran into a lot of points where audio would just cut out because we hit our cap in the engine for how many different sounds can be played at once. You know, I don't know what these guys
So-
are dealing with for stuff like that, but I can
Oh, I
see
bet
that
it's
actually
wild.
being a thing for them with so much shit going on. Yeah,
Is that what they call? Since you're dev now, you can answer.
of course.
This, right?
Yeah, of course.
Isn't that like part of what they call budgeting? Like each thing has a budget of resources.
Pretty
like
much.
It takes
Yep.
like like
Yep.
the aliasing or like just the textures and then the odd. Like it all has a budget where
Yeah.
it has to stay. Like certain like milliseconds of time to render as well as like memory it takes and stuff.
Yep. So I can definitely see that being a thing. It's just unfortunate that I don't know if they have any sort of like priority system for like what sounds take over. In my opinion, if they do, I think vehicles should fucking be like maybe at the very top of that list personally. But
It's good. It's good comms to know where the giant death machine tanks are. It's kind of nice to know, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But that's kind of what I thought, because I thinking back, which is harder now that I'm ancient, but I'm from the 1900s, man.
Yeah.
There's Warzone did the same exact thing. They had the same thing where like they said something about they had so many tracks, and when like a lot of stuff was going on, like the important stuff was getting pushed off when stuff was happening. So that's what I suspected here too, just because it felt the same as those Warzone issues had a couple of years ago. So
well, you
sounds
can see
like hope they're on it.
Right above that, they say optimize memory handling and improve prioritization for most in-game sounds. So that's definitely what's happening. Yeah.
So there is like an off chance, it sounds to me like some people, if you're on the edge, like you could get some lower frames maybe, because it's your machine's gonna maybe focus resources more on audio.
Could be, maybe.
If you're in a memory bottleneck, maybe.
Yep, that could be.
So we'll have to see. But yeah, overall, I think it's a good update. I'm very curious what this timeline is gonna be from now until season 2.
Me too.
Because like we got kind of hit every couple weeks with some content, but there's no mention of season 2 yet. And if that's like not going to be until after the holidays, after the new year or spring or something like that, like another couple months, I think we're going to start to see some numbers dwindle even more. It's still chilling. I just pulled it up on Steam. Still hanging around 100,000, 24-hour peaks, 143,000. So that's great, man. Because that's just Steam. Some people bought EA.
Right.
Then the console still too.
That's a significant fucking drop from 750 though. You know, it's still great numbers. You know, there's still, I think, top 5, top 6 on Steam. Yeah, I need to see at least a season 2 announcement here. Probably, I mean, I don't think they'll announce it before Christmas, but
do you want to get weird?
Sure. Always.
I wonder if there's just a fatigue of Respawn multiplayer games, because you just don't feel anything.
There is
like people talk about like Battlefield 3, 4, Bad Company, all those being absolutely amazing, but those were some of the first like really fully fleshed out multiplayers, and we had that novelty and that insaneness of like, I'm playing against another dude in his living room, like far away. Like that's so cool to be playing against other players. Actually, that was like the novelty, and it got the dopamine and adrenaline going. And now it's just like, man, if I play a Respawn mode, I could play it. I'm like, man, this Battlefield is pretty good, man. I'm having fun, but I got like 2 or 3 conquests and breakthroughs in me. I got to do something else, because it's just, it's not. I don't know. Is that a thing? Like the progression of the average gamer is like a little bit.
It absolutely is. I think that's synonymous with why Arc Raiders is doing what it's doing, and why a game like Tarkov is doing what it's doing. You know, like we went through, I think that was last episode. Escape from Tarkov is sitting 24-hour peak of 34,000, you know, and that's just on Steam. That's not including the guys on the launcher. So Tarkov is pulling, in my opinion, from what I can tell, bigger numbers than a Battlefield 6. I just think, like, as much as you hear the clamoring for, oh my God, we want to go back to the old days. Oh, I want a classic Battlefield game back. Oh my God. Oh, why can't we go back to the past? You don't. You can trick yourself into saying you do, and then when it actually comes out, you don't fucking play the goddamn things. You know, how many of these people are free to play RedSec players? Because that's another thing. You know, are they playing the battle royale, or is this, you know, a 50-50 split? I don't know.
And I wish I knew how many people were playing Strike Point, because that's where I had to go to get my adrenaline, right? Because with one life mode, I got a 1v3, I got to clutch it up. Do I go for the res? Do I pop some smoke? Do I flank and go over the roof and around behind? Like, I'm having all these plays and these crazy, you know, intense gunfights play out every single round. Because I'll warm up with a conquest, you know, but like I can't grind it like I used to. And I wonder if
there's no stakes.
I feel like I'm not the only one.
There's no stakes. There's nothing to it. And especially in these games, it's even worse in Battlefield, because you aren't the guy who's going to clutch an entire round, unless you're in a vehicle and you're a jet just like crushing shit, right? But you're a peon. And as much as you hear a lot of people say like, oh, I just want to be like a faceless soldier in the middle of a battle, it doesn't get the dopamine going for most gamers anymore. especially with this one too. I think a big problem is their unlocks and progression was so fucking slow that
Yeah.
so not only are they not getting dopamine in the game, they're also not seeing the dopamine of the unlocks and everything else. And I think the industry has moved past it for the most part. And I think we see that with the fall off, you know?
Yeah, I just had that. I just wanted to bring that up because I kind of had that realization with myself on this game because
Yep.
this Battlefield has a lot of what I wanted and had a lot of what I talked about.
Yeah.
And longtime viewers of my channel and content and stuff have heard me say exactly what you said. I want a
Mhm.
Battlefield where I'm just a dude, like
Yep.
I'm just a cog in a machine, like trying to fight and stuff. And now that I played it, I'm like, I don't feel anything. Like
Yep.
it's cool. Like you can do some cool plays. The game feels pretty good. Like I do like the movement. It's close to Battlefield 5, which I really liked. It's
Yep.
the maps are way better than 2042. The destruction's pretty good. Like I like it. It's a good Battlefield game by all the metrics that I wanted, and I just don't feel that much when I play. I'm being kind of vulnerable here, guys. Like
Yeah. You're
feels a
opening
little.
up. It's like
It feels a
talking to a
little.
therapist.
Yeah, it feels a little weird. I need one of those little lay down couches with
Yeah.
the curly ends on it.
I
And we'll
thought that's
talk.
what I
But
wanted. No, but that's I agree. I like the game, but also I for the last 3.5 weeks I haven't played anything else, like just but my own shit. So maybe it was nice for me to take a break. I'm actually itching to get back into it. But
I'll
yeah,
be interested to see if you pop into multiplayer, like how long that lasts before you're like, okay, I need something that
I
like
don't.
I
Yeah,
can get some tense moments in.
you know, my brain. It's funny coming back and like, okay, now I can actually focus and play games again. I'm thinking about Arc Raiders and Arena Breakout. Like Battlefield is, I think, is like my tertiary game where I'll play occasionally and sprinkle it in. Not to say it's a bad game. I think
Yeah,
that,
that's it.
you know, I don't know.
It's weird. We're changing. I think the FPS player base as a general is changing, and I would love to hear the comments, like
Yep.
if you guys feel some of that same stuff too, or if I'm off my rocker.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Maybe it's the bourbon.
Maybe this is the bourbon talking,
Yeah.
boys. I don't know. I just had to get a little
Right.
vulnerable there for a second.
Now, I will say
Sure,
that
some feels.
the next topic here is your specialty. So I know you started with Battlefield as well. I'm also going to need you to take me through what's going on with Arena Breakout. I see a couple of
got you
tweets
kinda.
here. I see, this is the season 4 update, correct?
Yeah, don't expect a ton.
Okay.
Because this is also on a very similar timeline. Just like Arc Raiders and Battlefield and all this stuff, it seems to be like all the good stuff happens all at once, so you have to spread your time out. But the play test for this is also on the 10th, I believe. So I'll get
Oh,
hands on.
nice.
I'll get hands on in the creator test on the 10th.
Cool.
With the new content coming. But just kind of a summary, we got some more since we talked last. We got some more information on the guns. There's an AMB 17 coming. What you need to know about that is that's like a modern VSS or AS Val.
Okay.
So it shoots the 9x39. So if you're an ABI player, if you're hearing this before it goes the next season, you might check out some of the higher tier, the 7 and 12 9x39. It's probably cheaper this season than next season. So if you want to use that gun next season, you might stock up on ammo because it's probably going to be cheaper than when the new guns drop. So just a little tip for the ABI players out there. But it's cool. It's got an integrated suppressor. It uses the VSS mags, but it's like a modern look to it. So it's got rails. You can snap stuff onto it. So I'm going to be really interested to see. We, as ABI players, especially playing Forbidden and stuff, are in dire need of something that's not an HK, dude. Like everybody's running the HK. I wish they'd like refuse to nerf it, but hoping something else can compete. There's 2 other Chinese rifles coming. The leaks did not say what they are, but they're running the 5 to 8 by 42 ammo, which another little tip, if you're an ABI player, the high tier ammo of that, the tier 5, I believe, the DVC ammo has better stats than M995 that everybody runs. So keep an eye on that ammo as well. There's going to be another 3x3 container. And for those of you last time you checked in on ABI, said it was pay to win. The biggest container you can get is a 3x3 and you cannot purchase it. So there's going to be another quest line to unlock that. You get it by going through the quests and stuff like that. I regret not finishing the quest because I really wish I had a 3x3 container. So next season, I think the first couple weeks of next season, I'm really going to try to get through those quests and get that 3x3 container, because if you buy the big one, the 2x3, it's like $10 and only lasts 30 days. If you get through this quest line, it's a bigger container and it lasts the entire season. Like once you unlock it. So like there's a reason to do that stuff. There's going to be stash upgrades. They're going to add a red showroom to the hideout. There's a bunch of new content coming to the hideout for customizing your hideout and crafting and stuff. I've actually got my crafting up and running. There's some really good meds that you can craft only that I've been crafting and using. So I'm actually using that mechanic now. There's some new items, some new reds. They also are doing or did, I'm not sure if they were doing or did, but they got some new red items designed by the community. So they had like a little design contest where they gave out prizes for people to design in-game items, which is really cool. And then the big one is the new airport map. I don't think it's a secret that we got some heavy inspiration from Escape from Tarkov
Yep.
here. It looks like Interchange.
Yep.
So there's a big giant airport in the middle. There's some streets, overpasses, and wooded areas out and around the edges, and I'm just excited to play it. Then Northridge is also getting a snow map. Also, right now, the holiday events are firing off. There's 2 different battle pass tiers you can get for free: Christmas AN94 and P90 skin loadout. The P90 skin you get by extracting winter cards. You find them around the map. If you extract with them, you can turn them in to level up that battle pass, as well as there are still those winter Palmier snacks that you can get out and trade for loot. So there's a couple wintry in-game items you can find, and then there's some holiday themed cosmetics that you can unlock. But there's quite a bit going on, but it's definitely time for a new map, as someone who's put quite a bit of time into ABI. But
Yeah, it's been.
I've been having fun with it, man. I've been using some wild guns just to change it up, because there's so many guns in there. It's sad that everybody uses the HK,
Right.
because there's a ton of firearms and stuff in there. Been using some of the Chinese ones, testing out that ammo. The TO3 and the T95, whatever the QBZ is called in that game. Using that, and man, just running around having a lot of fun. There's been some rats.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. So there are some cool things coming to work on that. Enzo tweeted that he is one of the lead producers, or he's the lead guy at More Fun Studios. So more on that too, man. I just got, it's all coming to me now. The bourbon's working, guys. It's unlocking. They're gonna up the minimum for forbidden, because right now one of the metas that's so annoying to play against is somebody will wear just junk and they'll bring in a Mosin and they'll craft red ammo. So they'll craft some of like the SNB or whatever, like the high tier Mosin ammo, and they'll hide in a bush and try to one tap a Chad, and then there's their come up. But if you kill these guys, there's nothing to loot on them. So like if you come in, kitted up for forbidden and you kill this guy, you're going to get like 2 rounds of ammo is the only thing you're going to loot off this guy. So like the risk to reward, like they break up their modes by like how much gear you can wear. That's kind of how they get around having wipes and stuff. They kind of, section people off in their brackets based on how much money they have. If you're going to play it that way, there needs to be a minimum too. So everybody's kind of risking something too. So when you kill people, you get rewarded for it. So he did say they are going to greatly up the requirements for forbidden. You have to have a certain set of gear to go into forbidden. So that's going to be good. The other thing he said is they are increasing. We talked about tick rates a little earlier. They are increasing the tick rates of all their servers by quite a bit. I think up to 70 hertz servers.
Oh shit. Okay.
From 20. So that's going to feel a whole lot better.
That's crazy.
So yeah, Enzo tweeted, "We're bumping our servers to 72 tick. Fights should feel way smoother."
Yeah.
So that's what he tweeted.
Oh, I didn't even see this. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. I'll add it to the notes. And then also, he tweeted, "I will raise the value requirements for forbidden mode in season 4." And then also, it's kind of cool. They made a really cool skin for More Fun Studios. It's their 15th year anniversary for the Tencent studio that's working on it, and they have a really cool skin, and you can get it free from a Twitch drop.
Oh, cool.
So it's a cool,
Is
cool
that
operator
like
skin.
Twitch drop from anybody who's streaming it then?
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. So anybody in the category,
Awesome.
we'll be able to get you that. So they're giving away a lot of content, man. Like, I'll probably buy the battle pass at least next year, because I mean they're doing what we wanted. They took away the pay to win stuff. The biggest container you get for free if you play the game, you can experience everything in the game for free. Like and even on your way, I will say this too. What's really cool of them is, and I know it's China, but what's really cool is on the way to unlocking those quests to unlock the big container, it gives you the 2x2. It gives you a bigger one as you go. So it gives you coupons to unlock the bigger one as you get to the biggest one.
Right.
So as long as you're progressing those, like you're going to have bigger containers for free.
Hell yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Now
They're treating people fair.
I have to ask you something. With everything that you said there about treating players fairly, they took out the pay to win. They actually listened to the people. How do you feel about the player numbers?
I feel like we're getting a little. This game is also getting a little arc rated.
What does that mean?
I think a lot of people are playing arc raiders.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think it took a chunk out of this player base. I haven't seen what the Steam charts are lately.
So 24-hour peak, 27,000.
So like not a ton less than Tarkov, but
Nope.
like there's way more people on that. Yeah, it's gone down. And I get why. And maybe there's a group of people that would prefer a wipe, you know, maybe they got through the quest, and I know some people who have, you know, close to 1 billion Cohen. Like,
holy fuck.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You know,
no, that's
like,
fair.
what do you do? I almost have 100 million. I'm closing in on 100 million. So
would you want to see something like an optional wipe system like Arc Raiders? Yeah.
Yes, please.
I think we talked about this on a previous episode. Yeah.
I'm not sure if we did, because I'm old, but I feel if I didn't, you know what? This show could be like one of those times like everybody's got that like old uncle or grandpa or whatever that tells you the same story like over and over.
That's
You're just
what
forced
this is.
to sit there.
Yeah.
So sit down and listen to me.
Yeah.
Because it needs it, man. It needs either like an optional wipe that gives you like a cool skin or something on your player card, kind of like ABI or Arc Raiders is doing. Or I thought they could have something too, like an in-game really cool skin that costs like 500 million.
Okay, just like a money dump. Yeah.
Yeah, because essentially, like that would take out most people's like liquid income if you had to. It would take a long time to get there too. So like if maybe every 2 or 3 seasons, they would come out with something that costs like 500 to a billion Cohen,
right,
to get like a skin that's only obtained that way that people would hit up.
Yeah,
then I think we would start to chill out with the economy, because that's the thing. That's kind of a bit of a worry I have. It just seems like much like our own economy, it seems like it just inflates like every single season.
Yep.
Like everything just costs more and costs more because people have more money around. So there's like no end to the money. It keeps getting printed.
Yep.
I'm talking about the game,
right?
So
of course,
don't get excited out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see something like that. I really hope they would add something like that. An optional wipe would be really cool.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Arc Raiders nailed that, I think. We'll see how it plays out. There's some people mad about that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we can.
Weird.
Do we talk about that for a second? Because I have some pretty strong opinions about it.
You're in charge.
Okay, fuck it. All right. There's people that are upset that some of the oh hi, I got a little kitty here.
Hey kitty.
That some of
kitty
the rewards for optional wipes aren't good enough. As if you have to do it because it's optional, or unlike a Tarkov, they'll just wipe your shit and you like there's nothing, you get nothing for it but like having to do the quest over again. I don't know what it's one of those. It goes back to what we said. Like everyone just likes to bitch nowadays. Like you don't have to do the wipe. Yes, it's a grind. You don't have to do it, and also you get cool shit for it. Fuck it. Fuck else you want. No, you don't have to do it. Like I feel like people just forget that. I don't know. It's fucking weird. But yeah, that could be a whole video maybe later this week on this channel. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I saw people upset like about the requirement being high, and then people complaining that like what you get is not great. But again, it's kind of a meme at this point. I have not yet purchased Arc Raiders.
How?
I just kind of want to see how long I can last.
Oh my goodness.
That's what she said.
I mean, if you're feeding off fucking Battlefield and Arena Breakout, there's really no reason to buy Arc Raiders outside of just, wanting to avoid great games. Like, I don't know. It's just, if that's what you want to do.
That's you nailed it, man.
Yeah.
That's what I wake up every morning. I'm like, wonder if there's any good games out there. Ooh, don't want those.
100%.
Stay away.
100%.
Yeah, nailed it.
That's why we go play Battlefield 6.
Whatever, man.
Anyways, guys, I think with that, it's time for the patch notes. All right, guys, for this week's episode of the Push to Talk podcast and our patch notes, I wanted to bring up this huge update for War Thunder. something we'd never talk about on the channel because it usually doesn't have guns in it. Until now or soon or right away, they just announced this Line of Contact update. I'll throw the trailer on screen for everybody watching on YouTube. It's infantry. And earlier this year, they put out like an April Fool's post, even though it was on March 30th. They put it out a couple days before, so people didn't know if it was a joke or not. And they showed off infantry gameplay. And these guys in the past have done things where they'll throw an April Fool's joke out there, see how people react to it, and then it'll end up in the game, 6 months, a year later. And that's exactly what's happening here. So a new trailer came out showing off some of the new, jets and helicopters that are in the game. And then it cuts to some FPS gameplay. I made a video on this on my channel a few days back, and it's looking cool. So they're basically launching a closed beta right now for a new standalone game mode, which brings player-controlled infantry squads to the battlefield. Did you ever play Enlisted?
I have not. No.
Okay. I think this is going to be a lot like Enlisted.
Good game.
Yeah. Enlisted was cool. You basically run an AI squad, which if you die, it basically take a 4-player squad. You play as one of those soldiers. If you end up dying, you can swap to one of your other soldiers in the squad. And then if that entire squad gets wiped, you have 2 or 3 more squads kind of in your pocket that you can drop into. And then I think it just kind of works like whatever team loses all of their reinforcements, then the other team wins. I think it's going to be something similar to that. It says you'll experience large-scale battles featuring soldiers in various combat roles, modern weapons, gear, and equipment, tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, drones, and attack helicopters. So yeah, we got, a combined arms update coming to War Thunder. I think this is something that a lot of people have been waiting for. And I think it looks decent from the couple little clips we've seen. Reminds me a lot of World War III, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing at this point.
So this is the Battlefield killer. Bryce said it.
This is the next Battlefield killer. Yeah,
this is the Battlefield killer. It has to be the something killer.
I don't want to say it, but I have a feeling that there's going to be like 10 videos in the next 2 weeks from creators calling this the Battlefield killer.
All right, I'm gonna write that down. Yeah,
ridiculous. If you want to clickbait, this is the way it is. But you guys can apply for the infantry closed beta test.
Yeah, do that.
They said they're going to be sharing more details about it in a new dev blog. Once that happens, we'll bring it up on the channel on this podcast. I'll probably end up making a video for it because here's the thing: I actually like War Thunder as a game. It's just something that I never really cover on the channel. A, because it doesn't have guns in it, and my people don't really care. But B, I think a lot of people don't really like Gaijin's monetization models. Little grindy, little pay to win, little Arena Breakout Infinite pre Steam style, monetization.
Gotcha.
Let me ask you this: do you give a shit at all about this?
Man, no. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
That's fair.
I just wanted to pop right there.
Yeah.
No, I do. I just have a lot of concerns about it.
Sure.
I have found in my old age that I'm kind of particular about FPS games that I like to play.
Yep.
So I wonder there, and as you know this too, being a big time dev now, there's a lot that goes into making an FPS game, from the controller to we just saw DICE has 7,000 fixes to try to fine tune and balance this.
Right.
Do they have the resources? Are they putting the time into making this a fully fleshed out thing? Or is it hey, this is pretty cool, check it out? It's kind of going to be a little bit I don't want to say half baked, but it's just it's still going to be a vehicle game with this first person sprinkled on top of it. That's not the main part of the game. Is it just kind of like a novelty type part of the game? But I will admit, that trailer slapped, man. It looked really cool. And the gameplay parts of it, it looked really cool. So I'm 100% locked into seeing what it's going to be like. I can't commit to playing it or not. I don't really enjoy vehicles and stuff in Battlefield. So I don't know much about War Thunder. I have a few friends that play it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trailer's enough to make me check it out, because it wasn't all in-game cinematics or whatever. There were some little snippets of gameplay in here, and the gunplay looked pretty good. So yeah, man, I'm paying attention to it. And forgive my ignorance, is the game free to play?
Yes.
And then it's got
free to play. And then usually what they do is if there's a lot of things to it, but there's upgrade tracks for all your vehicles, and you can pay to increase and advance those with getting more experience. There's a premium model where if you subscribe, you can get, added experience onto your games and shit like that. Which is
Gotcha.
if the FPS ends up being like that, I don't know how big of a hit it's going to be, at least in mainstream appeal. But I think War Thunder still pulls pretty good numbers. Let me pull it up on Steam here.
Yeah, but
So-
my biggest question after watching this is just like how much is going to be there? Like, is
Right.
it going to be a couple guns, a couple soldiers on like 1 or 2 maps, or are
Right.
they like really
Yeah.
like switching it to like combined arms gameplay?
If
Is
you
like
don't know
my
much
biggest
about War
question from that.
Thunder, what I do want to know outside of that, that's a great concern. When it comes to their vehicles, all of them are built on blueprints. So they get the blueprints to the vehicles, they build it historically accurate. They go through and like they're built. So when you blow something off the side of a tank and you can see its internals, it's
Oh, that's
100% accurate. Are they going to take that kind of approach to the
Yeah.
weapons and the feel and if they do, I think it'll be really cool, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, I think that's the big question is like how much FPS content is there
Yeah.
and how much like time went into it? Like how
Yeah.
fleshed out is it? So
Yeah. No,
I didn't
for
know
sure.
that. That's pretty cool. So it's got like all the internal moving parts and stuff,
Yep.
and when it blows up, you see
Yep.
that's neat.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
they've gotten into trouble because there have been
Oh.
blueprints that they've acquired or something, and then things get leaked.
Was
and
it from like 4chan or something? Like somebody from
Yeah.
the Pentagon like gave him blueprints
Yep.
for like some top secret tanks
Yep.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy.
Oh,
No, I'm
our
excited to see more.
timeline, man.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys up to date on it. But yeah, if you guys are on YouTube or wherever, click the link. We're gonna have it for the sign up for this, and yeah, we'll find out more hopefully soon.
Cool, man.
Cool.
The next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit was a game that I used to love so much and put so much time into, Rainbow Six Siege, and we all had high hopes for Siege X. But man, this has been a rough new season, according to like all the content creators and stuff that play this, and I knew I was going to be pissed off before the season even dropped. Because there is a tweet from R6 Esports when they did the at the last major, when they had all the devs come out and do the reveal.
Yeah.
One of the lead designers
Yeah.
basically said F
Blackbeard.
cheaters.
Fuck
Yeah.
cheaters. They have no
Yeah.
place. Yeah.
Cheaters. Fuck them. And
Yeah.
my first reply to that tweet was like, hey bud, for the last 4 years it's been the other way around.
Yeah.
Like they've been actually giving it to you hard
Yep.
for like the last 4 years. And I said, like, I was like, you guys, and on our show or on the scope, I was like, they need to do something, then say something.
Yes, I
Like,
agree.
And then this just come to find out from like reputable streamers, King George, Varsity Gaming, like a lot of the big dogs.
Yep.
They are talking about how brutal the cheaters. There are clips all over X.
Yeah.
Of cheaters, people that still play Siege in my community that were around like the Emerald Diamond level, say like second game of the season,
Yeah.
rampant cheaters everywhere. And they made this big deal about it. And I'm so frustrated at all the Ubisoft L's, like, and then to like just completely be so tone deaf and incompetent with Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really have anything constructive to say. It just super bums me out. And I really wish they would do something and then talk shit. Like,
Yeah.
because if you've been a Siege fan for a long time, when he said that, you're like, okay,
Right.
like, we'll see. And then of course, when it happens, like a lot of people call this one of the worst season rollouts like that they can remember.
Yeah. I saw
And,
Pox put out a tweet and he says servers are still terrible. Cheaters are horrible. And apparently he keeps getting banned from the servers. So I don't know what the fuck happened, but
Yeah. I
shit
saw
show.
they tried to do like an update for anti-cheat, and like then like legit streamers and stuff were getting banned.
Yep.
And it's like, what? A little too far the other way, boys. So I don't know, man. It's just sad because Siege was so amazing, man. I still think if you had to hold a gun to my head and say what's your favorite FPS that you played, that you've
Yeah.
had the best moments in, it would probably be Siege, just because of the homies I played with, like the late nights of grinded ranked and like the crazy rounds and the comms and teamwork. Like it'd probably be Siege.
When I came
And,
back to Siege, I remember it was sitting at around 120,000 players and they were still going strong. And that was about a year and a half before the Siege X update. Brother, it's dropping like players are fucking falling off. And
Really?
yeah, dude, it's sitting at 41 right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's significant dip. I
That's
don't
a
know if
lot of
they're going to
people
be able to.
still.
Yeah, it's a lot of people still, but I don't know if they're ever going to see that rise again. Because you got to think about like they're super tied into the Rainbow Six esports ecosystem. Like, if you don't have a player base at this point, like that's going to fill a stadium or buy tickets to one of these events, like I don't know, like I don't know.
Yeah. That's another, like, I think they squander the esports a lot too.
yeah.
Like, there could be something there. They don't give you any storylines or any reason to get invested in a team.
Yep.
Like, I feel like just for the average person, like, I mean, a lot of times, like, your sports teams are from your area or cities that you like and stuff like that. There's none of that in esports. And then also, like, you see these guys at events, they only stream the events. You don't know anything. You don't hear any of the shit talk, any of the drama between them. You
Right.
don't get any backstories on, like, you don't get invested in any of the players hardly without having to like go watch streams and like get to know them and
Right.
stuff. Like, if you want to do that. I think they do a really shitty job with esports and like getting like a normal average person invested in it, because Siege is insane to watch
Yeah.
esports wise. It's great.
Yeah.
And they've, on the flip side of like that part of it, what they have done really well is worked on the spectating experience. They've really fine-tuned that, where you can actually, if you play the game and know what's going on, you can really follow along in a hectic game pretty well. Like, the spectators do a good job. They did a good job with layouts, and you can fall into it. But it's like they just don't give most people a reason to give a shit who wins. And
Right.
I think if they did a better job at that, they might have a shot at it. And then there's also like with this game too, and I played it longer than I probably wanted to, like getting mad at it and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Is I get a little bit of sunken cost fallacy with it. Like, I have so much hard drive space up here in my
Yeah.
brain of learning maps, learning ops, learning angles, learning peaks, learning timings, drone spots, where to reinforce, where to place gadgets, who's on my team, what do I do? Like, all that knowledge of 2,000 hours of Siege. It's like I don't want to quit playing it because it's like I wasted all that time. But man, at the end of the day, Ubisoft just has screwed it up so bad
Yeah.
that it's just, I don't know. It's
And-
weird. I got pretty pissed off when they launched Siege X was like going to be like the next iteration of Siege, and one of the big deals was going to be map and lighting, and they only did a few of the maps.
Yeah.
Then it's not Siege X. Like, it's
Right. It's like Siege like X.5. Like, it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
it was half of a new title.
Oh, and it's weird because
iteration.
they're backed by Ubisoft, $1 billion studio. And like it's the only game that I think Ubisoft has going that's like live service at this point. They funneled a bunch of X-Defiant guys into Siege X, so there was more developers onboarding. How the fuck did we get here? It makes no sense to me. And another question I have is why did cheaters gravitate to this? And how does it get this bad? Why this
I don't
game
know.
specifically?
I guess it's because of the ranked mode, and I guess because like it's just such a competitive game that I feel I don't know. I guess cheaters get their rocks off by making other people mad, and like it can piss people off in this game. I don't know, but it's one of the most cheated on games that I know of.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Insane. Well, hopefully they turn it around. I don't know if they're going to, but I would like to see it because I do enjoy the game. It's just when the community's not healthy and when the actual like game health is kind of called into question, it just makes people wonder why they even play it, right? And that's when things spiral. So
Starts to be a job. Like you're trying to chase those really cool like Siege moments of like comebacks or clutched round or just close matches.
right.
And even with Rank 2.0, they bastardized that where the matchmaking was terrible. It's like at the end of the day, I just want a close ranked match that's like
Yeah.
competitive against people on my level. And players will work so hard at cheesing that system
Yep.
instead of just play the damn game and we'll all get matched together where we should be and have good matches. Like people try to smurf and have like 17 accounts and like
Yeah.
they just try so hard to get that ranked by other means than just playing the game. Like it just started to bum me out. And then
Yeah.
have this, it's just like, dang, man.
You bring
It's
up
sad to see.
King George, both him and Pox both said they want to go back to 1.0 ranked. Like just get rid of 2.0 at this point.
Yeah, me
And
too.
I think a lot of people share that same sentiment.
I hate it. I hate rank 2.0. I think it's trash.
Yeah.
And just really quickly, if you guys don't know, basically rank 2.0, your rank is almost how long you play the game. So you actually have a hidden MMR
Yeah.
that bases your matchmaking on that doesn't reset. So depending on like if your hidden MMR is actually like plat, emerald, diamond, you'll be copper playing against like diamonds and champs.
Yep.
And it just doesn't feel good. Like the start of your season will be shit, and
Yep.
it stays tough.
Yeah, and the problem is the more games you lose as the season goes on, the harder it is to climb out of it afterward. Like it's fucking stupid.
Yep. Basically, your shown rank doesn't match your actual rank.
Yes.
And it just doesn't feel great.
Yeah. No, for sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man. So maybe Transients 2.0 will be a arena based team shooter with
I don't know about all that.
destruction coming. Yeah, man. Transients came out. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard. Game launched December 4th. It's the 8th now. Jesus Christ. Been head down, tracking bugs, communicating in Discord, making videos. Just it's been a grindy 4 days, man. Exciting.
I did my, you should be honored.
Thank you.
I did my once a year engage with a basement dweller on the internet.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I responded to you and told you not to. It never works. Trust me. Never
I do
works.
it once a year.
Yeah.
I do it once a year because the rest of the year I scroll through and I see someone brain dead and I just keep scrolling. Like, not worth my time, not worth my time. But it's like once a year, I'm like, all right, roll up the sleeves. Like, we're going to talk.
Yeah.
And man, people talking shit on Fry's game.
Yeah.
It was pretty wild. But
pretty fun.
I think there's some valid criticisms there from what I understand. I thought it was cool that you made a video addressing them, talking about, hey, like these are what people are saying, and I get it, and you guys are looking at making some changes. I think that's pretty cool. But since I am on your podcast, I think it'd be weird if I just glazed you all the time.
Sure. Hit me.
I kind of want to I thought of this question.
Okay.
So, and it's a tough one.
Okay.
How would Big Fry make a video and react to this game if it wasn't yours? If it wasn't yours.
I've had that comment so many times.
Then I heard that and I was like, that's interesting. And I'm going to ask.
It's a good question.
Feed the trolls.
I think what I would say is, if I were to make a video, I would start by saying, yeah, the intro is yappy. There's so much talking. There's so much story. Valid. 100%. What I would then do is I would then try to break the game. I would run around, see if I can't get into any corners and shit like that. And that's one thing I can say is the stability of the game is definitely one of the best, like indie, like out of all the shit that I've covered on my channel, we made fucking sure that you would have to go out of your way to try and fucking break it. The gunplay is good. I obviously it'd be hard to take the bias out of it, but I don't know if I would have shit on it, like tore it apart. I think there's things you could point to that I could go, that's fucking weird. Or, oh, I wonder why they did that. Or, whatever. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think if you compare it to most of the shit that I've covered on this channel, especially for the price point too, taking that into account, I don't know. I don't think it's close personally. But I think there's definitely some valid complaints for sure. Mainly for us, it was story, slow opener, slow burn. The tutorial first level is, it's crazy, man. Our internal testers, anywhere between, 35, 45 minutes. We were watching people stream and it took them like 2.5 hours. And it's one of those things like, how the fuck are we supposed to know it would take people this long? Until it's out there, right?
I saw a lot of people complaining that, and I will caveat that I don't play a lot of story games, but I'm like, you're paying $15, and if you're like me, like I don't like to watch movies twice. I don't like to play through story games twice either. Sure. Like, why do you want to rush it? Like, like you get your money's worth. Like, who cares if it takes a couple hours to get? Like, you'll just get a chapter a night, kind of like reading a longer book. I don't know. I didn't get the criticism too much of like wanting to speed it up, because like I almost want shit to take longer if I paid for it. But there is a fine line. You don't want it to like get boring.
Exactly. And I think for a lot of people, I think we hit that line. And then I think for most people, like once, not to spoil any story beats, but you basically start without any gear. You walk home, shit goes left. Guys are like, basically they gun your entire building down. They steal your shit. They're looking for you, but you make it out of there. And so the game opens up basically once you get through the first, like, I would say level and a half, things start to really open up. But it took people, 90 minutes, 2 hours to get there. And most people at that point, they're like, well, okay, if I'm not seeing everything that I really want to see here, I'm just going to refund it or leave a negative review or whatever. And so, yeah, I think we missed the mark on the intro, but I think if you look at the reviews and everybody who says, like, if you can make it past that and like you actually let the game open itself up and you get through that slow burn intro, it's a great fucking game. We were watching people like play through it, guys beating it, over the course of 1 or 2 days. We watched one guy who came back for 3 different streams, 3 different days. He beat it on the 3rd day. He was super psyched. And so it's like, I don't know.
That's cool.
I think
that's got to feel cool.
I think it's cool. Like it's mixed, and like I said in my video, you always want to, knock it out of the park. And, we learned a lot. But no, I think the team did pretty good. All things considered, considering we are not game developers, outside of a couple guys who have worked on some shit in the past. But
yeah,
for my first game, I'm fucking proud of it. I think we did good.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. And I was even asking myself that question, like, what would I think of what I've seen if I wasn't like friends with Big Fry, because like, you're a friend of mine. I want you to succeed. I want the game to be awesome. So I looked at it through those eyes. I wonder like how I would look at it, like completely unbiased.
Yeah.
It's an interesting question.
For sure. Yeah, no, I don't think I would have ripped it apart. I think I would have criticized some stuff for sure. But no, I don't know. I think it's a pretty good game personally.
The other side of it is there's not that many story games anymore. There's not that many of them.
No. I think hindsight 2020, if I were to go back and start the project from scratch again, now knowing what I know, I would definitely not do a linear story. I would honestly probably take the ground branch method where we give you gear, we let you do missions, you can unlock extra gear, and we kind of do the progression that way. Thing I don't like about games like Ground Branch and stuff is they just give you everything up front. There's no progression. There's nothing. It's basically just becomes a shooting gallery with whatever guns you want. So the reason why we wanted to do a story is because we just kind of wanted to break that mold of like these indie games that just, I don't know, there's just nothing to them. But yeah, I think in some cases, I think we went a little too far. But yeah, no, a lot of learning for the first, it's been 4 days now, and we've already put 4 patches out. We're working on a 5th bigger one that's going to hit later this week, hopefully address some of the AI issues that people were having. And, we'll see what happens.
I also feel like I wouldn't be a good journalist if I didn't ask what's next for Resurgent Studios.
We're still, I think we're kind of like focused on this for I would say foreseeable future. Kind of see what bugs we can clean up, what kind of improvements we can make. And just kind of see how things shake out. I know our plans going into this were, let's do the post-launch support. If there's any issues that crop up, whatever, do all that. And then we all wanted to take 3 months. Just take a fucking break. Let's go do our own things. I'm focusing on content, streaming, and everything else. I also want to do a game jam here soon. And then we come back. We come back to it. And at that point, it's like, okay, who wants to still do something? And we kind of just reconvene and see what's next. I have ideas for sure. But if I don't have the team around me that I feel comfortable going down that journey with again, probably nothing, man. Like we'll see. It has to be those guys, and then maybe then some. Can bring on a few more people and split the load a little bit. Maybe make something a little bit lower in scope, more refined and focused. And I think that would be cool.
All right, one final question.
Sure.
Do you at this point regret doing it?
No, fuck no. No, that honestly coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Sick.
Yeah, no fucking regrets. There are some things that I look back in hindsight and go, man, I wish I would have did that differently or did that. But I mean, fuck, man, I'm not going to sit here and lose sleep over it. Of course. The good thing I'm happy about is with the story, a lot of that is it's a subjective problem. Guys didn't like the story and how slow it was. Okay, great. Some people loved it and they came out and they said like, fuck what these people are saying. I fucking love the intro, blah, blah, blah. Great, subjective. The only objective, like I would say problem across the board from everybody was that our AI was just a little bit weaker than they wanted him to. Okay, cool. We can fix that. Everything else though, man, like gunplay, audio, cinematics, fucking all that shit, we hit. So now knowing that and knowing, where our limitations are, I think is the big thing. And that's what we needed to know. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
That's cool,
we
man.
learned so much.
I just saw comments of people saying like it was like derivative and copied shit and like it was just copy paste from other stuff. And I was like, from what? Like it's a complete that's the coolest part of the game to me is that this is from nothing. This is an original IP, an original story.
Yep.
Like everything is original. Like it's original. There's nothing like I was like, that's why I was like, all right, this is my once a year. I'm gonna talk to him.
And I did appreciate your comment. And then it's funny what I've noticed, and I didn't want to say this in my video. What I've noticed is every time there was a positive comment in the first like 24, 48 hours, so many people respond to it. Just stop fucking glazing. This game sucks, blah, blah, blah. And we also noticed that every single negative review that came through, no matter what they said, was marked helpful, helpful, helpful. Yeah, this one, let's upvote this one to the top. All of the positive reviews, nothing. So we know that there was a bit of brigading, and that's fine.
Dead internet theory, or some circle back.
Right. Let's circle back to that, dude. Okay. The amount of fucking bots and people that have reached out saying like, hey, I'm a Twitch channel, and you go to their Twitch channel and they're like, hey, I'm scheduling, streams for the week, would love a key. You go to their Twitch channel and they have 40,000 subs, and it's usually anywhere between like 38 to 50K followers. And then you click on the VODs and it's just somebody else's stream, and you can tell that the chat is botted. Like it's insanity,
dude.
And what they do, it's not that they're fake. Everything about their content is all fake, and then they take the keys and they sell them to like third-party sites to make money. So they get a free key from me. They'll go to G2A, sell it for a couple of dollars to somebody, and they do that, and they spam every developer out there. Dude, I got hit up probably 400 times in the first 24 hours.
Jeez. Yeah.
And they're all fake. I checked every one of them. Every one was the same thing, and it was all fake.
There's such a massive botting problem across the entire internet. There's like entire bot farms of like X accounts that like and retweet each other's stuff like constantly, and just they're all bot accounts that are like a network of them that boost all their own content. And like I've been streaming on Kick just because like it's easy to kick it on, and I want a place to go for some of my community members that don't want to sub, but I don't want them to have to watch commercials either.
Sure.
Like you can go over there and watch commercial free. I tell them that.
Yep.
And some of them hang out over there. But the amount of bots on Kick is fucking insane, dude. That's all. As soon as I go live, you'll have 5 minimum. Hey man, we can make your stream famous. We can make your stream famous. Or there's now streamers that have bots that go promote their stream across the entire website. Like, this stream sucks, come to my stream. Like,
Jesus.
It is all bots. There are so many bots out there, man.
Yeah.
Just like there's intricate networks of them too.
Yeah, so it's fucking nuts. And like, I don't know, just I guess getting to see the like underbelly of like how they make money doing this stuff, it fucking blew my mind.
Yeah. It's depressing too. I think I really like another podcast, the podcast I've talked about a little bit with Jesse Kazam and Veritas.
Yeah.
And Veritas is making a video about like the dead internet theory and like kind of breaking down and getting behind the scenes of some of these massive bot networks and like tracing where they come from and stuff like that. I'm excited for that video.
Yeah.
He's been stepping back from YouTube, and instead of making like Tarkov videos all the time, he makes like these documentary videos that are like 2 hours long.
Cool.
And they're like crazy. So he's doing one on the dead internet theory. He's been working on it for like months.
Shit.
And I'm excited for that one, because as he starts talking about it, you start to see it.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
It's brutal.
The bots are insane.
Yeah. So yeah, no, overall, good launch. Definitely, like I said, we wanted to swing for the fences. I think we did. We made some mistakes along the way, but I'm pretty happy for a first time, game dev YouTuber. I think we did pretty good. So
it's cool. I know if I decided to make a game, it would not happen. It's
tough.
Not easy. It can't be easy.
Hardest thing I've ever done in my life. But dude, I learned so much, and I really want to make another one, but just not right now because I'm fucking tired and I'm still trying to catch up on sleep.
I'm tired, boss.
I'm tired, boss. Yeah, no, 100%. No, it's cool. It's cool.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
All right. We get some questions this week?
Yeah, I think we'll jump into the patron party chat. All right, guys, this is the area of the show where we answer questions, comments, and concerns from our patrons. If you guys want to support the podcast, patreon.com/bigfry. And we have a couple here this week from Baba Ganoush. He wanted to know, what type of game do we think currently has the biggest void in the industry? So what genre, I'll ask this because that's such a broad question. What genre do you want to see get filled in this space?
In the shooter space?
Anything.
Man, I'm an idiot and I don't play a lot of other games. I really do just exclusively play shooters other than American Truck Sim. So shout out American Truck Sim. Because of you. The game's hilarious and amazing.
Great game.
I have always wanted so bad an FPS game that is essentially a modern CS:GO. When I mean modern, I mean like a traditional, more approachable modern movement, typical ADS style that most people are used to now.
Okay.
But like, what makes CS:GO so awesome is its simplicity.
Yep.
But its depth, to where it's easy to understand how the game works and stuff. I think that's why the esports for CS:GO has been amazing, as well as the viewership for that game has been massive forever, dude.
Yeah.
And it would just be cool for a new game like that has more contemporary mechanics to it.
Yeah.
Like a 5v5 CS:GO or S&D mode that's what it's focused on, to where we have these modes that are close. But at the same time, my argument for it would have to be like, if you're going to say something's missing, you have to describe an audience for it. You have to make the case that there's an audience for that. So I will say, over the last several years, some of the most massively watched and played games are Valorant, Siege, CS:GO. Like, these are the shooters that stay. These are the shooters that persist. Because they have that round-based one life mode that I like is a little bit in Strike Point. But all these modes, like, they all have something that gets in the way of them. So like, Rainbow Six has the cheater thing going on. It's also gotten so big and so complicated. Like, I would not want to try to get into that game right now. There's so much to it. CS:GO has so many of the, if you've come to shooters later, I came to gaming like way later in my life. So that type of, hip fire and everything, not moving, crouching to ADS, like that, like CS:GO crouch and all that stuff is so foreign to me. And people have been playing that for decades. S&D is awesome. You get a ton of content. It's relatively simple and approachable with COD. You get that, but then it has like the bullshit in COD that's annoying, like score streaks and the crazy skins, and like some of the give me mechanics to give kids their dope, like give Timmy no thumbs their dopamine to get their kill, So I just want and then you have Valorant, which is cool, but then they adopted like the CS:GO stuff to take a shot at that audience, and it's also getting really depth with the specials and stuff like that. So give me a tactical, approachable, think like a COD Modern Warfare 2019 minus the score streaks S&D mode. But that's the game. We balance around that. It's got a really fleshed out ranked mode. It's got a really good anti-cheat, and it's about playing S&D. Takes the cheese out, takes the score streaks out. It's guns, bombs. Get it. Like a ton of maps. That's what I want so bad.
100%. I would love that. Let me ask you this. I know you said it's foreign to you with CS:GO and the mechanics there. Would you ever consider playing CS2, like with your squad that you play like S&D and shit with?
Man, I've tried it a little bit.
Okay.
Just get shit on by people I feel like that have played it forever.
Yeah.
I just think it's one of those games, and it might be in my head, that kind of like the ship has sailed, and like no matter what, I'm gonna be playing like a 5 or 10 year veteran of the game. Like, there's just not a.
I don't know. I think that the thing is, like, we always talk about player numbers and player bases and healthy, economies and stuff like that. I feel
that was wild.
I feel like CS has like a good range across the board. But yeah, I will say, I remember the first time I jumped in, it was CS Source in, I want to say like 2007. And I got my ass kicked for like months until I finally, something kind of clicked and I was able to actually do some shit. We should play sometime. I haven't played in a while, but I always get that itch every now and again of just going back because I know that it's like it's got almost everything that I want.
Dude, it's so close.
Yeah.
But
No,
then
I
it's
feel
like
you.
if you it's like it's so much different than like if you play a Battlefield or a COD or a Siege or a ARC or any of the other games where you don't ADS. Like it just seems so it feels so dated. I hate that part of it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But I love the simplicity of it, and I
Yes.
love the depth. I don't know if that makes sense because I don't know if you could say that like something that's simple could have depth, but it's just like
It does though. It's like
it's
easy to get into, but hard to master.
Yeah, you can always get better.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's really cool. And I love round-based game modes, man, because every round can feel like a final circle in a BR without the bullshit to get there.
Yep. No, for sure.
So
really just makes me want to play Counter-Strike. For me, dude, okay, this is going to be completely out to left field. This is what I want. I want a fucking co-op, like Harvest Moon farming cozy game that isn't super like anime woo and has like in-depth farming and like Animal Crossing style mechanics. I want one of those games, man. I've been itching and I know there's a hole in the market for it. There's so many people that want that style of game. We haven't had it in a long time. So
at first I wanted to call you nerd.
Super.
But at the second time, the reason I smiled and started to laugh is because I envisioned something like Animal Crossing, but with the skin on it, like the farm I grew up on in Western Kansas with a bunch of old shit.
Yeah.
My granddad pissed off, kicking stuff. And
it'd be sick.
It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, that's what I want. I've talked about it on stream. Like, if we weren't making games for like shooter fans and we were just like, you know what, let's just do something totally different, that would be the game I would make because I know that if we did it well enough, it would actually feel like a hole in the market. So
just like an Animal Crossing or like a farm game with just some big old hosses and like flannels and stuff.
Yep. But it has to be co-op and it has to have like seasons and being able to harvest a bunch of different types of crops. It has to have depth, but it also has to have like simple enough mechanics to where, I don't know if you've ever played like a game like Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is cool. I
understand it though.
But I want like a 3D environment. I don't want like 2D top down. I don't want the cutesy. I want something for men to play cozy men games. That's what I want.
All the little farmer dudes are smoking giant stoves.
100%. Yes, absolutely.
No, that'd be pretty funny. All right, you sold me on it. At first, I was going to make funny of it. Then I kind of came around to it.
It's a cool idea. Next question from Bob. What are your and Crash's top 5 games in your Steam wish list? What are you looking forward to next year? Top 5.
Well, if I'm actually going to Steam wish list, I will say what's actually on there. Road to Vostok.
Okay, good one.
Looking forward to that one. Shout out to Auntie, he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
Arc Raiders. Still on my wish list.
Pull that shit off. You ain't ever buying that.
Beautiful Light.
Yeah.
Marathon is still on there.
Yeah.
Who knows what's gonna happen with that?
Yep.
And the South Dakota DLC for American Truck Sim. Looking forward to that one.
Nice. Hell. Oh, did you pick up Louisiana?
I have not yet. I saw it came out
a
few days ago. I will be purchasing that. I'm gonna keep the catalog full of American Truck Sim. I did get the Lot Lizard DLC where now I have a lady friend that rides in the truck with me.
Nice.
The mod. So it's
yeah.
very weird. What's really funny is people come to the stream and they don't know she's there. And then I'll say something. I'll like, see what Deb has to say. And I'll look at her and be pretty floored that there's actually a lady in my truck.
That's awesome. Holy fuck.
So the Beautiful Light thing brings up a whole nother thing. Like what's missing from here that I know is on mine now is Black Budget that we talked about last time. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that now. And I'm honestly, as someone, like I said, I'll make it short. Someone who really liked Hunt Showdown. I'm excited to see this slew of modern takes on that horror extraction genre. Yeah. So the Beautiful Light, the Project Spectres, like what are all those that are coming?
Yeah.
I'm ready to see where those cards fall.
Did you get into side note? Did you get into the Black Budget Discord?
I am in the Discord. I got an invite. So
Hell yeah. Cool. So you're playing next week then?
That mean I get a key?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. All right, my top 5. I'm gonna join you with Road to Vostok. They're my number 1 right now.
Same.
I also have the Midnight Walkers, which is an action indie zombie extraction shooter. You said today looks like Left 4 Dead at Home in my stream. We were looking at it today.
One?
Yeah, that's the one.
The Kicking Babies?
Yeah, no, that's another one. That's ill.
Okay.
That one's not even on the wish list. I have Unrecord on there, which we're gonna kind of talk about Unrecord or at least the genre in a little bit. And then I have Ashes of Creation. It's an MMO coming to early access this week, actually. So by the time,
really?
yeah,
That's a big one.
Yeah, I didn't expect it was coming to early access like this. I don't know what that means. I think a lot of people are pissed off that it's coming to Steam right now, of course. But I'm excited to try it out anyway, because I backed it a few years ago and I've just been waiting. So that'll be an interesting one.
That's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
A lot of money and a long time coming. And I think most people I think they're mad because it seems like going to Steam and going to early access seems like another cash grab. And they're kind of wondering, like, is the game going to be good enough for early access, or are they just trying to get another, round of cash coming to them?
A tale as old as time.
I could see. So that'll be interesting. It comes out on the 11th. So by the time this episode goes out, you guys will be able to see kind of how the launch goes. Oh, that's coming out the night of the Game Awards, actually. So that's cool. Yeah, big week this week.
That's wild.
And then my last one is Mouse PI for Hire, which is a really cool game. It's coming out March next year. You play as private investigator Jack Pepper, and it's a game that's it's a hand-drawn FPS inspired by the classic cartoons of the 1930s. So if you guys don't know what it is, go look it up. It's one of the most beautiful fucking games that I've seen in a long time.
That's cool. I pulled it up.
Yeah, it's got such a really like old school Disney art style. So I'm excited to see how that goes.
Like that Cuphead vibe.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they put a lot of work
into
it.
First person.
So, yeah, it's a first person shooter or a first person like shooter / like beat 'em up action thing. So super cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my 5.
Anyways,
Yours
is way more interesting than mine.
Well, you say you only like shooters. I think throughout this podcast and however long it goes, I'm gonna break you out of that little bubble. We're gonna get you. Sorry, go ahead.
I just gonna say I got hurt pretty bad when I ventured outside. I got into New World for a while and now it's gonna die.
That's fair enough. Have you looked at Road Kings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be the meta breakdown whenever it releases next year. That's gonna be like we're just gonna be talking about hitting the road.
If there's a bunch of you guys out there that listen to the show that are like me and just play shooter games, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?" But it's fine. Just settle in because it's gonna be fine.
Ride with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. If you want to support the podcast, go over to patreon.com/bigfry. And for all my patrons, make sure you guys are sending us questions, comments, whatever you want us to talk about. This is the area of the show where we do it. And if you guys are listening, whether it's Spotify, Apple, Amazon, YouTube, make sure you guys give us a like, 5-star review, all the good stuff. And with that, I think it's time to jump into the sleeper hits. All right, guys, the sleeper hits. This is where we pick little news stories or little tidbits of things that we see around the industry that we want to talk about and showcase here. We're not going to spend a lot of time, but there are a couple of things that we want to talk about that we were turned on to this week. These guys actually sent me an email the other day. I don't know if you've looked into this. I was streaming and we were looking at it today. It's called Ormod Directive. So it's a survival game with infinite open world sandbox like rule sets. You can customize things like world difficulty, the rules, the play style. You can play solo, co-op, or on 24/7 MMO style servers. And it's a first person shooter, like survival. It reminds me a little bit of Stalker, but it has a lot of like kind of in-depth crafting and automation gameplay where it looks like you can set up like a base and manufacture like I don't know, like metal and pipes, and there's like conveyor belts that you can hook up to different machines. It looks fucking nuts. There's robots roaming around. It's like Stalker meets like Factorio meets like a little bit of Arc Raiders or like Generation Zero. And it's apparently coming out in early 2026. They reached out and they wanted to see if I wanted to cover it, but have you looked at this?
I haven't seen it yet. My initial question is, so the way I'm understanding this is like it's going to be kind of like Reforger, where it's it's user generated content is what it's relying on,
I
but
think so.
it's giving you like all the tools to set up a server how you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks cool. It's like if I'm being perfectly honest, if I watch that trailer, like some of it's like some of it looks sick and then like
Yes.
super sick, and then some of it it's like, oh,
That's
that
what
looks
I
like
thought today too. Like
like,
there's some shots I said, I was like, oh, this looks really pretty. And then the next shot just looks muddy and disgusting. I'm like, okay, it's very strange.
yeah,
Some of
yeah.
the UI looks very indie, but
I have my trepidations here, but
yeah,
I really like. I mean, I admire the ambition. That's cool to like kind of mix all those things. And I've said that we always have like, and we'll talk about this a lot. In the next thing is like, there's always these like, what's going to be the next big thing,
Mhm.
And I've always wondered like at what point a user generated content type game would
Yeah,
do really well. And I'm just interested to see like what do you do in this game and
yeah,
how do people make it fun? Because you never know like what kind of experiences turn viral and stuff like that. If
yeah,
somebody makes like a really cool sick server with all this stuff,
yep,
if all this stuff happens and actually comes out like they're saying, I mean, there's going to be a shitload of tools at your disposal to build what you want.
yeah. No, it looks interesting. You know, only time will tell, but it does say early 2026, so probably be seeing that either January, February, and we'll see what happens. It
It's going to
doesn't.
be entertaining either way.
Yeah, well, and that's why I love covering video games. I will say this one isn't going to early access, but it does have a lot of features. A little ambitious for sure, and we'll see if they can live up to it.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, and then we mentioned Unrecord. It's in my wish list. But over the last couple of years, we were actually talking about this before the show. There's a lot of these like body cam style games that keep showing up. Obviously, we have Body Cam. There's Unrecord. There's another one that's coming out here very soon that I actually just saw a video on from Math Chief called Better Than Dead. It's a brutal body cam FPS set in Hong Kong. And apparently they're backed by Microprose, which I didn't know until we started the show here. So these guys actually have some publisher backing. It's how do you feel about the body cam genre?
I think it's fundamentally flawed and terrible.
Okay. Why? Expand on that.
I don't know, man. It happened during the Unrecord thing.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, that went insanely
Yes,
viral.
it did.
Insanely viral.
Everybody was
just
covering
because it looked cool. But to me, it just seemed like a novelty because it's like we're striving for ultimate realism. We want you to feel like you're there. And it's like, dude, if I'm actually the detective in Unrecord, I'm not going to be looking through myself in a body cam. That
Right.
makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like the whole premise of it seems like it looks cool. I give it to them. Like it looks cool visually.
Yeah.
But like how you move around seems really wonky and like how it's like fish-eyed and all that is just like that's if I'm there doing it, I'm not going to like I'm not going to be looking at it through a body cam. I'm going to be looking at it through my eyes.
Yeah.
So like I just didn't understand it. Like, is this found footage? Like, is it? So I don't know. And that might be like looking into it too much because it does. I will hand it to him. Like, it looks neat. Like, it looks visually really interesting.
Yeah.
It's very, very eye catching. And I just don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Or I just don't want to shit on everything all the time. I think it's interesting that a year or so ago, like we thought that body cam games were going to take over.
Yeah.
Because that went absolutely viral, insane with Unrecord. We have a couple more coming out. Body cam went quick to the punch to get theirs released right away, kind of following that wave, which they're getting an update now too with like a zombies update. So that's of note too. But
yeah,
it's just kind of funny how a lot of people, including myself, thought it could happen that 2025 would be like the year of body cam games.
Yeah.
Instead we're Arc Raiders. And
my man.
Yeah. I mean, you're Arc Raiders. I should say.
You're in this now too. You're complicit.
I don't even own it, man. It's on the wish list though. One day, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. No, the one thing I do wish is the worst part about them all is the fucking controls. Like it's so janky. It's not practical. It feels like shit. Visually, it looks cool. I know with body cam, I thought the audio was really, really good for like what they were trying to present. What I want to see is this level of graphic fidelity do the fisheye lens, do whatever else. Just give me a normal player controller, and just make that feel really, really good to run around in. And I think you'd still have a winner. Like even watching some of the gameplay snippets in the trailer, I think it just looks so horrible to control. And I know it will be. I think it's funny. This actually looks more like wonky than body cam did. And body cam, I don't think felt very good to control either. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
But maybe, and maybe like to argue with myself, so you don't have to in the comments.
Of course.
Maybe it is like that. Like the premise of it is like it's found footage, but you're playing it through it.
Yeah.
Like the premise of it. It just, I don't know. It just never clicked with me from like a practicality standpoint. Like I didn't want to play that way, control that way. And I don't think I could really get immersed if that's what they're going for when I'm looking through a camera.
See, now let me ask you this. I'm going to send you this one. We're going to talk. This is literally on the fly because I just thought about it. Let me send you this link. This is a game called Paranormal Tales. This is another body cam game. It's being built on Unreal Engine 5, found footage, but it's horror. So it's not about FPS. It's about, it's some Blair Witch Project shit.
Yeah, that's what I was exactly.
Now, when you're watching this trailer, this is creepy. And
it's creepy.
I think the presentation here fits the vibe of that found footage a lot more because you're not having to deal with broken FPS mechanics.
The lady just crawled at me.
Oh, I know. And then when she gets in the house and you can see the chick sitting in the corner, like this is where I'd like to see this kind of, ride into. It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, and I think maybe, and like I just can't speak for everybody, so it might come from I'm used to playing FPS games and getting competitive, and I want a crispy ass player controller, right, to hit those flicks and stuff like that. But I don't have like an idea of my ideal paranormal game, and this could be pretty cool because it does fall right into what I was talking about with like found footage.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of looking around. You don't really have, you're not really in playing a shooter or anything like this. Although, if I was in a paranormal situation, I would have a large amount of firearms on me.
Absolutely.
That's just me.
Yep.
I'm a country boy. Like I just have guns all the time.
The reason I don't play these games is because I can't shoot back. So you need something. Yeah.
If I wrote horror films, they'd be really short. It's like I'm gonna go in the basement and check out what's going on. I'm like, hey, take this 12 gauge with you.
Yeah.
And then, Jason's toast.
Yeah,
so
100%.
We'll go on the next one. But anyway, that's crazy. I'm not going to play that because I would not sleep at night, and I'm a weenie.
I don't think I would play that either, but I want to. It looks cool.
But yeah, that's where really good counterpoint. I think that's where like body cam style game fits the premise really well.
Yep.
That's terrifying.
Very cool. Other than that though, guys, like I think we kind of covered everything that we wanted to this week. A lot of good stuff coming down the pipe. By the time next episode rolls out, we're going to be able to talk about Black Budget, I think. So that'll probably be one of the big points next week. Before we get into our outros though, I want to say again, last time, if you guys are listening, leave us a 5-star review, leave us a like on YouTube. Appreciate you guys watching. Want to head back to the lobby?
Let's do it.
Cool. All right, what do you got going on for the next couple of weeks, Crash? What can we look forward to?
Man, it's going to be one of those things. It's like I'm going to have my attention divided again. I'm looking forward to that ABI playtest on the 10th as well as Black Budget.
Yep.
I really want to get into that too. And then I got to sneak some time into Cruise, Louisiana with Deb.
100%. Yeah.
Riding shotgun.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking forward to. As far as gaming stuff.
Yep.
And then just keeping an eye on the Game Awards. I suppose, right? See what's going on with that.
Yep.
And dude, just a lot of good stuff coming up. Like where the hits keep coming.
Yeah. Actually, let me look at the schedule here. The next episode, I don't know when we're going to record it because that's going to be coming out the day after Christmas. So we got holidays and Christmas there too. So we might have to finesse the schedules a little bit because I know you're going to be dealing with stuff with family. I'm going to be dealing family stuff. So we'll see what happens. But I think, this is the last episode before Christmas, which is cool. So.
Oh yeah. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Hope you guys have a great time and are able to hang out with family. I really hope everyone has a good one. And yeah, man, lots of good stuff coming up. Christmas is great. Game Awards, lots of games to play, dude.
Yeah.
I got my deer in the freezer, ready to lock in and play some video games, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Good stuff.
Louisiana. We got Game Awards this week. I got a couple other games that I want to talk about and cover on the channel. So just a lot of good shit coming down the pipe. I'm excited, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Before we do go though, guys, I want to make sure that you guys are following both myself and Crash. Crash, where can they find you?
Oh, yeah, you can follow my stuff on Twitter or X, whatever you prefer to call it. Don't want to step on any toes. FPS_Crash, as well as I've been streaming a lot almost every night after my family goes to sleep on twitch.tv/Crash8. Crashes 1 through 7 were taken, so that's where we are. Crash Game, it's at Crash Game on YouTube. Gonna be trying to get some more long form content going again. On that, been dropping some ABI shorts talking about all the leaks and stuff with that on YouTube quite a bit. And yeah, those are the main places, but we've been having a ton of fun on Twitch, streaming ABI and Strike Point in the evenings and hanging out with people.
All right, guys. With that, this was episode 5 of the Push to Talk podcast. I always love getting together, talking shit with Crash and trying to get him to play Arc Raiders for the 5th episode in a row. We'll get him.
Keep trying, buddy.
We'll get him sometime. Ladies and
gentlemen,
thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys. Godspeed.